Welcome back to another video. You don't know say your dems, and today's a beautiful day, people, so I decided that I'm gonna do a sit down video for you guys. It's been a while since I haven't done a sit down video where I kind of really reason with you guys and just share some experiences. So being outside today and the weather is good, I decided that I'm gonna do a review video. It's coming up to 2 years now since I've been in Canada, so I've decided to do a 2 year review to share what I would have done differently, if there's anything that I would have done differently, right? So of course, I've been seeing all those new subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. Welcome to DiAndersons. If you haven't subscribed us yet, by the way, people, please go and go subscribe. Leave a comment. I try to respond to all comments as much as possible, and of course, leave a like. So guys, as I said in today's video, I will be talking to you guys about what is my experience like over the past 2 years, leaving Jamaica, now living in Canada for the past 2 years. What would I do differently if there's anything that I would have done differently, right? So of course, just a brief recap for all the persons who are new or who's watching my channel for the first time. I came to Canada in 2019 as an international student, where I was fortunate enough to be blessed with the opportunity to take my family, my wife and my daughter. So we came on a study permit and my wife had a work permit in 2019. At that point in time, we came to this little place named Grand Prairie, which is located in the bush part of Alberta. It's like the rural part of Alberta for the most part. And I went to school where I did marketing. Okay, so now fast forward 2 years later. The position that I'm in now, I've finished school, I've graduated, and I am no longer on a student visa. I am now on a work permit, right? So I am now on a work permit working towards other immigration goals in terms of becoming a permanent resident and ultimately a citizen, right? So we now upon the second chapter of my journey with me and my family, basically. So basically, I just wanted to take this opportunity to share with you guys what has that experience been like, right? In terms of for the past 2 years, and if there's anything that I would have done differently. So the first thing is, it has been a great experience, right? And of course, you know me, if you know me, you know, say, before me even start, I have to encourage somebody and tell you, say, if it is that you're thinking of migrating to a new country, yeah man, just do it, because you're going. There's so much opportunities that you can gain that you will never ever gain without trying, right? Because for me, I always considered myself a conscious person, even while I was in Jamaica, and I thought that I had this world all figured out. But in truth and in fact, when I moved to Canada, it kind of opened up my mind to a different perspective in where a lot of things are concerned. And those are experiences that I would not have gotten if I'd never really make a transition. It made me understand life more simple and more dynamic, because like when I was in Jamaica, it was more about just doing a 9 to 5, making a salary on the weekend, you link up with your friends, you got a party here and there, you got a beach here and there, you link up kind of thing, a fast-paced life kind of thing. But when I come to a place like where we are right now, where it's Grand Prairie, it kind of make us appreciate life a little bit more, because like it literally slow you down right in your track, like bam. The fast-paced lifestyle in terms of the partying and that, that lifestyle there, you can go out and you can have fun, but it is different fun. It is more like going for a long walk in the park, or going out for drinks with your friends, or going to a house party or something like that. So it kind of make you appreciate life more. That's the first thing. So what has Canada been like? There's no regrets. There's absolutely no regrets. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, right? So it has been a very good experience. It has been a very good journey. But it, of course, hasn't come without any form of challenge or any form of limitation, because adapting to a new society can be challenging, especially when you don't know nobody, or all your friends are in another country and all your extended families in another country. So it definitely have its challenges, but it's absolutely worth it. So over the past 2 years, I can say that I've learned more, and I've definitely experienced a lot more than I've experienced in my entire life in Jamaica. So over the past 2 years, it has been a wonderful experience for the most part. Uh, I had to adapt a lot because, as I said, the lifestyle is totally different. It's more of a low-key kind of nostalgic kind of lifestyle where you just pretty much ease back and ease down and chill with your family and chill with friends on a deeper level. So I really appreciate that and stuff, and make a view life from a different perspective and more appreciative of the simple things. So that definitely was something that I've gained over the past 2 years, right? I've also made a lot of friends. So when I came here, of course, I didn't have any friends, basically, because I came to Grand Prairie because technically I didn't know anybody. My wife had her family here for the most part. So that was why I ended up in Grand Prairie. But for me, I had no family here. I had no friends here. So that was difficult. But over the period of time, I've gotten to know some really good people and some really solid people, and definitely who has made my time here worthwhile, right? So of course that is something to definitely mention, that okay, then when I came I didn't know anybody, but now yeah, I can go link up with somebody if I want or whatever kind of vibe. And it also gives me an opportunity to network with people from different countries. I've met people from Nigeria, I've met people from Cameroon, I've met people from India, I've met people from Ireland. I just met another guy and he's from St. Lucia. Really cool dude, and I'm like, these are the opportunities that living in a place like Canada can give you, in terms of you get to network with different people, you get to see other cultures, you get to understand life differently, right? So of course when I did in Jamaica, I really meet much people outside of Jamaicans, and probably outside of like 1 and 2 tourists who probably come from the big countries like America and Canada and England and places like that. But here you get to meet people from the Philippines, you get to meet people from Japan, you get to meet people from all over the place, from Mexico. I have a brethren that come from Israel. Really cool dude, by the way. I have a video where I was interviewing him. Big up yourself, Ash, and we're in a world of the real youth. So over the past 2 years, it really and truly kind of opened up my horizon in a certain way, right? So basically, as man says, mostly good things over the past 2 years, and would I trade it for nothing. Now, what would I have done differently? You know, I talked to my wife about this the other day, and I say, yo, if we could have go back in time, what would I do differently? And the first thing that come to mind is to be more open-minded, because I wasn't really open-minded when I just came, in terms of, for example, as I said, I don't have any family here, I don't have any friends here. So when we just came, we were living with our family for the most part. And that was kind of like an adjustment for me, because I've never really experienced living with strangers before, where you know, you kind of live with people and you're there for a while and you don't know them and kind of thing. I've never really experienced that. So that was like an adjustment for me. And thing. So I wasn't really as, I would say probably not really as prepared for that, because if I was as prepared for that, then pretty much the transition would have probably become a little bit easier. Because of course when you live with somebody, especially when they're strangers, things become a little bit difficult sometimes. Like you start a certain vibe after a certain while and certain thing. We never really know how to deal with that. I never really know how to deal with the stuff like that, where you know, you use the kitchen as somebody want to use the kitchen, or you use the bathroom as somebody want to use the bath. I never really know how to deal with that kind of thing. I'm never really sure how to manage that. So because of that, we basically had to like hit the ground running from the get-go. We never really get that much time to enjoy the journey in terms of just being here. We had to like just go out, start working, start finding an apartment, start doing all of them stuff there. And probably because we weren't as, well, I wasn't as experienced where that is concerned. And the second thing one thing we don't do differently is do more research. Yeah. Even though it wasn't, the research that we did, it wasn't bad, but we did a lot of what you call underground training, where pretty much it was just legit just like learning as you go along, right? And that again kind of make a lot of the processes a little bit more frustrating because we're never really sure what we are doing, and of course we ended up making a lot of mistakes along the way. But if we were probably doing that research from before we got here, in terms of how to do this, how to do that, how to open a bank account, how to go and get your SIN, how to do this, how to get a car, how to whatever. So if we were doing all those research from before we got here, it would have probably make it a little bit easier on us, because we had to do a lot of underground training where we had to just be going around asking a lot of questions, getting lost a few times, getting pointed in the wrong direction a few times, and stuff like that. And yeah, and a lot of near misses in terms of like stuff where we could have potentially gone south, but it didn't. So that was good. So that was something else that I think we would have done differently. Outside of them two things, that people, honestly speaking, I don't think there's anything much we could have done differently, because we have tons of experience, and even though, as I said, we never really do adequate experience and we weren't adequately prepared, everything teaches us so we can guide somebody else. So we have tons of videos on our channel where we basically share a lot of our experiences with you guys. So you guys, if you're thinking of coming to Canada as a Jamaican or anywhere in the world there, it can make it a little bit easier. Whether you come as a student, you come as a worker, you try for the PR thing. Let me just say you do it. You get my answer? We have tons of videos where we talk about different aspects of our journey, in terms of how did we get a study permit. Of course, my family there with me. How was that like, the transition and all of them things there. We have tons of videos that talk about that. So go and go watch two videos, man. As the man said, give us strength, give us support. As I say, I just want to connect with you guys. It's been a while since I haven't really sit down and talk to you guys, right? So that was basically what this video is all about. So thank you guys. I've seen no subscriber counts going up. I really appreciate it. I'm still not where I want to be yet, but I'm giving thanks that I am on that journey and you guys are on this journey with us and with me. Thank you so much. Of course, big up on yourself every time. Keep safe, peace, love, unity, you know, all of them good things there. Big up on yourself. Until the next time, DiAndersons.